Hello everyone, welcome back to my game table. Today I wanted to continue with my last game of Runner of the Wasteland that ended a little sad, maybe you could say, because the character I was using in that game, Sarian, died. It was attacked, supposedly died, was attacked by a horde or at least 8 of these sand pirates or grassland raiders, and he was overcome by 8 of them. So it was like a sad end of these 2 games that I played before. So I was thinking about it, and at the start of that game, like if I knew that will happen, I was telling you that sometimes I get attached to miniatures and I imbue them with a personality. So this miniature I did for Sarian, for me, was Sarian. So if he died in that game, I was preparing for him to die. I was thinking what to do. I will use this for another game, or we will restart the game again with Sarian and to continue using this miniature that I really like, that I recently painted, and now I don't know if you could see here, but maybe not. Maybe I will put it in a picture later, but I made more details. I made the base a little with more colors. Maybe the can cannot capture the different colors of the sand, but I try to do it a little with more care. Some shadows and highlights. I try to use in this mini no shades, only paint, so to control more the lights, and I like the more intense color that you get when you don't get the shades above the base paint. So I was super happy with this mini, but he died, or at least he was attacked by a lot of grass raiders. So what to do next? And I thought that I had this other mini. That's when I start playing the game. It's difficult to focus there, maybe you can see it. She's Marla, and I was thinking that could be a cool idea to have Marla being a friend of Sarian. And now that Sarian disappeared, he was not able to deliver the packages that he was carrying. Maybe Marla will go to search for him. And this tied with an idea that was presented, I think that at the end of the first video, in which you could put some like goals for your game, for your character, so you can play the game of exploration, of delivering the packages, but also you will have a goal. So the goal of Marla will start with finding what happened with Sarian. So that also will be cool, because we could say that this game start some days, weeks before, after what happened to Sarian. After Sarian left Kylan. So from Kylan he traveled towards Ash Valley. We will use the same map, but he never arrived. So after some days, some weeks, Marla decided to go to search for him, and he was talking with different people. So we could say, inspired by the idea, that we will use the same character sheet for Marla. And this is funny because when we start using this character sheet, I didn't write the name of the character, nor the aspect, nor the pleasure. So maybe I was expecting this to happen in some level. So we will use this to put Marla now. We will erase everything that we knew from our friend Sarian. But we will keep all the contacts because we will say that Marla was searching for Sarian. So she spoke with everyone that Sarian knew, and she made the same contacts because she was searching what jobs was Sarian trying to fulfill when he was lost in the Wastelands. But now we have to find an aspect and a pleasure for Marla. I think that Marla is a miniature that uses a mask, so we could say that it's a human, but also we could say that we don't know really. Aspect of Marla, nobody knows. Maybe it's like a lizard person or a human or another kind, we don't know. And the pleasure we did with Sarian, we can roll or we can choose one. So, give me a second. So, we will roll. And with this we will decide what kind of pleasure Marla has. We could also decide only. Here was. I was searching for the rules. So, we will roll to make it more fun. I like to roll. So, we roll 1d10 and we get a 20. Well, in a 2, the pleasure of Marla is collection. She's a person that likes to collect things. And when we're starting with a character, we start with 6 energy and 6 coins. This is the starting setup. But this will be different because now we have some towns that we already know, and that we have set in our map. This is a world that we already start exploring. And the thing that we can do now to make it more, to put a little more of game into the idea that Marla is searching for Sarian, giving it a little mechanical meaning to it, we will roll for other things about Sarian. So whenever Marla is doing making a contact in a town, we will roll for that contact. And if the combination of the rolls is the same that we get for Sarian, we will say that she finds a clue about him, or maybe she finds what happened to him, or maybe him. That we could decide then with another roll, like a oracle roll, something like that. And that's the thing, this is a game that is very constrained for the size of the one-page jam, and I tried to make it like to have different aspects of the game, including this one only one page. But oracles is one thing that I didn't include. And oracles you can use something like I don't know, Mythic Game Emulator, or a simple toss of a coin like Oracle, or maybe even use it Tarot or something like that to have an oracle when you have to take decisions that are not determined by the rules of the game. I include something like whatever you want to do outside the rules, you have to spend 1 energy, and whenever you are uncertain of a number, you roll 1d6. But sometimes that doesn't make sense, and I didn't include also an oracle. So we could use something like a 50-50 percentage of an oracle with a roll of a d6 or something like that. But we could decide later that. But first we will set in my notebook. I'm trying to play with music. I don't know if you find it nice. I realized that when I was playing before I was missing music, because I always play with music. I do everything with music. but I have a problem with the audio to make it work here, so now I'm listening music and I will put it later like another track in the video. So we start with Marla searching Sarian. So now we decide Sarian. Who is Sarian? Sarian. What is the vibe of Sarian? Let's roll for it. 1. Clumsy. Okay, that's funny. He's clumsy. Aspect. We know. Hyena. I never know how to say that word in English. In Spanish is hiena. The quirk, we also will decide with a roll. This is a 10. 2 souls, 1 body. I love that quirk. And pleasure we already decide, because this is something that you have to decide for your character when you start. And it was occultism. I have it here. So, whenever Marla makes a contact, if we have a combination of 1 for vibe, 10 for aspect, 10 for quirk, and 6 for pleasure, we'll say that she found something about Sarian. A clue maybe. Maybe here, I don't know. So, when making a contact, this I wrote as connect. If we get these numbers, we find something. About Sarian. And we'll start in the last place that Sarian was seen, that was Kylan. I will search the name, how did I say that name? Kylan Kiran. We'll stay with Kylan today. So, take this to the side. And we'll start in Kylan. And we'll take our friend Sarian and maybe put it away, because he's not here, we don't know what happened with him. So we'll start with our friend here, Marla. She's searching for Sarian. She has 6 energy, 6 coins. She has some contacts, but no package to deliver. So we start the game by maybe from Kylan get some jobs, because even if she's preoccupied by Sarian, she will also have to make some jobs to have money and to move around. So she will do that. So we'll spend 1 energy to use one of the contacts that she made when searching for Sarian. This is a easier start in some sense, because we are not using energy to make any contact. So we will get a job much more easier in this time. We are starting easier because we finished with a sad note last time. Well, we're spending 1 energy. We're in Kylan, and we'll have a light idea that she connects with the people that love plants between Kylan and Black Sand, that we already set up this idea that there are the mud burials that are in the path between these two towns, and there are plants that are grown there, and rites around these plants, and the collection of these plants between the people of these two towns that are connected by these rites. And maybe she connects a little with this. She's a collector, and she understands this of taking care of things in some sense, we can say. And she will just ask for a job for money. So we will say that we have to roll 2d10s to see where this new job. And we will do something. We don't know what happened with the packages of Sarian, so we'll make a division line here. For the moment, we will later decide what we'll do with this. And we start with the packages of Marla below the packages that we already had for Sarian. For me, it makes sense, knowing that Sarian was attacked by some pirates or grassland raiders, that these packages were taken by them, but we don't know. So let's leave it there, like a possibility of something interesting that could happen. Money from Kylan. We have a package that goes to 93. That's funny. This is a town that already exists, Ash Valley. That's better for me because I don't have to come with a new idea for a new name of that. Hexes between Kylan and Achpali, 3. So if we get this package to Achpali, we will get 3 coins. Containers, we don't have any. So this is super cool because this is the town that, this is the route that was traversing Sarian when he was lost, in some sense. We know that he went from Kylan to Achpali, and I think that this is something that Marla could have found in the town. So that's super cool. It connects both idea that she's searching for him, but she also found between the people of Kylan someone that also want a package to be delivered to the Achpali. So to use the travel between the two towns for the two things, for delivering the package and find something about Sarian. So now we have 5 energy and 6 coins. We can expend 1 to buy something, and I will say that we'll buy 2 foods, and 3 armor. So with this we use 5. So we stay with 1 coin that we can use to sleep, and we have 1 food at least to sleep, and 3 armor because we need armor when we are going outside towns to cross the Wastelands. We still have 4 energy, that's a lot. So what we could do here is ask for more jobs, and we have already some contacts here. So let's ask Arad from Kylan another job, and this goes to, this for me is, we'll count it like 1 or no, 10-1 for me, it makes more sense. So 10-1 here. This is a town that we don't know the name, so we have to create it. We go with Valeria, Valedi. Sometimes I write something and say something different because I have some problems with that, but that's okay. So Valedi is a new town that we have here. I keep in this name because I put some ink in it, so let's say that that's the name. I'll make some homes here. And something that I don't have here is some tables to give flavors to the towns. That's something I want to create. I want to make for this game, but I have so many things to do. But if people's already paying for the game, even if it's free, and I put some limits in money that if I get up to $20, I will make something new for the game. So maybe the first things I will do were some Spark tables for the game. And for every $20 I get for someone pay for the game. No, I collect for the game really, not one pay only. I will do different things like different backdrops, background for the miniatures, or other tools for the game. But I think that Spark table is something I want to do for the game, for me. So, and if I will do it for me, obviously I will share it with you. So we have Valeri, and we have a package to deliver there by Art. For Art, Valeri. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes towards there, and we still have 3 more energy. And like if we go to sleep, we will have to reset the energy. Let's have 2 more of this. Then we stay with 1, and then we go to sleep. We will ask for Vincent. Where they want to send a package. We say that this is 1 then, so... Oh no, this is 10. 410 here. And we call this... Sergia. We have X Serx. I don't know where these names come from. Maybe I'm using something that someone already made up. I don't know. For me, they come only this moment. The other stuff I used before are names I have used in other games. Okay. Sergia. So Sergia. Oh. Too much energy there. Oh no. How to remove pen? Oh no. Yes, we have still here. And from Kylan, 5 volts. And the last we will say that we ask for Maniara Basin Baratil. Kylan 68, so 6 and 8. And this we called to be more easy Fort Kuzmia. Fort Kuzmia. I don't know what that means. Maybe we can say something about that later. Some lore about these names. This will do some. Classical wall types things. And here, let's say that they use a lot of tents, maybe, I don't know. Tents and a big spire in the center with terraces. We have this, and until now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 towns. So the next town that we get to know when asking for a job will be the last town that we will put in the map. And then we will numerate them from 1 to 10. And whenever we want to see to which town we are delivering the next package, we will roll only 1d10. So the map doesn't get super crowded with towns, because it doesn't make sense. We want some space for the wasteland to exist. And that's other rule I want to make later, that when you have 10 towns, you can add this kind of grid to the side and traveling between these different parts of the extended world, where you can put more towns. And maybe with different rules by crossing these places of longer distance, maybe between these different spaces where there are 10 and 10, 10 towns. I will see something like that maybe. We will come to it in the next time. So we call it Fort Guzman. And we have 4 packages. Only 3 hexes. And we will start. Well, no, we will start anything where we have to go to sleep. We spend our last, well, no last, yes, our last coin. Our last coin to sleeping in a town, 1 food, so we don't start the next day with less energy, and we go to sleep. Let's go away. Yes, no more coins here, only 1 food. And we go to sleep with how much energy? 4 plus 3, 7, that's better. And we start the day with more energy. The energy is like the mood you have. I set up the rules so you have to change the value of your energy when you are going to sleep, in case you have an encounter at night, because if not, it's super tough. You go to sleep with 1 energy and you have also an encounter at night, it's impossible. But this reflects the mood and the energy you wake up with. So I will say that when you're going to sleep, you already sleep a little when you have a night encounter. And we start the day, we have to go outside. So we take Marla, we're killing, and we have 7 energy. We spend 1 and 1 to travel stealthy. So we have a probability of encounters and not a certain encounter when going to a next hex. Oof, this is 2 to 4, we're okay. So only a 1 in a d4. We'll see what happened. A 4, that's perfect. We have still 5 energy, we're here. And what we do, we could go to the next one. If we go to the next one, we'll have to spend 2 to travel stealthy. and then roll a d4. But we could get a 1, and then if we get a 1, we are learning from our previous mistake with Sarian. We will stay with 3 energy only to go with against an encounter. The encounter could be good, but we don't know. Also, we could hand, so at least we have some more food if we have an encounter. So, because if we have an encounter with some animals, we can throw the food away. And also for the grassland raiders. I think I will go conservative. I will stay here and I'll be very, I will be careful. The conservative, I don't like to be. That word has all kind of meaning in Spanish. So, yes, I will be careful, I think, and I will spend 1 energy to go to hand. That's a 4. That's the best result we could have, because in a 5 or a 6 we will have an encounter. So 4 plus more food, now we have 5. We still have 4 energy. Now I think I will go to sleep. And I will use 1 energy. Well, I have still 4, so I will use 1 energy. I will not write it, but I will use 1 energy to hide the camp. So hiding my camping will mean that I will not have an encounter at night. And then when we go to sleep, we restore, that's bad, to 4 or energy. We are tired, it seems, and we eat 1 food. So we are in the in the grasslands. And we'll travel. So here's one thing. We know that the next hex is a petrified forest that has like... Oh, I didn't know. I forgot this. Here there are penitent glass, so here we cannot have an encounter, because penitent glass are mysterious, are a little scary, are these beings that walk in the wastelands without... They are walking only to who knows where, and people try to be far away from them, people, animals. So we could hunt more here. That was what we do before with Sarin, and I think we will do it here also. So we'll hunt 2 times, 1, 7. This will be an encounter, but we don't have an encounter. 7, and 1 more. So 11, so 15 of food. This, you could think that it's like a bug of the game, that you could hunt forever here. It could be, because now we could return to the town and sell some things, and then come back and hunt and do it like that. But at some moment you have to move away from here. And then maybe food is not so useful, so... We stay with 1 energy... No. I already decided that. But no. We'll say we're playing, this is a solo game, so you can come back from your mistakes 1 step back, because if I stay with no energy to hide my camp, I will have problems. And instead, what we will do, we'll travel we'll stay here, we'll sleep here, hide in the camp, then we expand with the one that we have. We sleep, we don't have an encounter, we wake up with 5 plus 3, 8 energy. And now we have... I could stay here and try to have more food, but the problem is that this is a good roll. So I start with a lot of energy, so I feel motivated and I feel it with enough energy to continue my travel. So it doesn't make sense to stay here. It could make sense to make more money, maybe buy some things here, Island, and then go out again. But here you have to decide if you're going for all mechanics to work, like, or you go for the story you're trying to tell. I'm here in the middle, I think. I already did extra hunting, so I think I will continue my travel in search of Sarian, because more time that I don't know what happened to him could be more dangerous to hurt his destiny. So next step is go to the Petrified Forest. The Petrified Forest, we spend 2 to go stealthy, roll, hopefully we don't have a 1, we have a 4, that's perfect, we travel stealthy, we still have 6 energy. Here we have the beehive dwellings, and there are ruins, very big beehive made of glass also, we say before. In between this Petrified Forest that I told you before, that was is based in the Petrified Forest of Nausicaa. And we will continue, I think, with 2 more. We travel stealthy again to the glass tundra. We still have 4 energy. We roll. That's a 4. That's perfect. And we arrive to the hex where Sarian disappeared. So now we can use an oracle. And we can use part of the rules of the game, both at the same time. Marla being here, she will search for clues about Sarian, because she knows that this is the way that Sarian will take to go from Killan to Ash Valley. It's the fastest route, and she knew in which direction he was traveling. And like she has been, maybe we'll say that she has been searching in the way, she thinks that maybe here she could find some clues, so she will take more time here. She will expend 1 energy to do that. This is a narrative expending of energy. And this is something that says in the rule. This is a TTRPG, sorry. And use it like that. Explore beyond its boundaries. If your character does something that is challenging, they expend 1 energy. If they get hurt, they lose 1 energy. In doubt about a number, roll 1d6. Go with the outcomes. These are small like ideas of how to extend the game. Here is the idea of the goals. Here is the idea of extending a little the rules to stretch a little the boundaries of the game. And this is the idea of use it like a journaling game also, taking notes and extending the concept of each town that you discover and the people you get to know. So we spend 1 energy to search for things of Sarian. And now we will use something that's outside the game, that's an oracle. I don't want to make it difficult. I could do something more complicated, more elaborated, with more depth to it maybe. And that's something that maybe I will build later for the game, but for today we will say that there is a 50-50% touch of chance that Marla found something about Sarian. And this because she's spending energy, so she's doing something that is difficult and giving it time. And we will roll. So we'll say that a high roll is better. So 4, 5 and 6 is an answer of yes, and below is an answer of no, that she didn't find anything. 2. Yes, always. Yes, that's the 2 and the other is the 5. Okay. 2. So no, there is no clue about Sarian, about him. And then we will say that at least at the moment all the packages that were from Sarian that he was carrying, they are not here. That was all possibility, and that's why I left them here, because maybe Sarian stored them somewhere, hide them somewhere. But no. So sadly, Marla didn't find anything about our friend Sarian. So she will continue the travel. She still has 453 energy, and she will use the last one to go to Ash Valley. She arrived tired, a little sad because she don't know what happened with Sarian. She still has 2 energy, and she will use one of them to make a delivery. To Ash Valley, she has the package of money. We'll say that. We'll put it here. Then we can erase it, but for now it's okay, it's delivered. So she get 3 coins. It's not too much, but we can do something with it. And she delivered the package. She asked in the town maybe if someone has some idea about Sarian, but at least we don't have a very in front information. We don't have an easy access to information right away, so we have to go to sleep to see if we can find information about Sarian. And I will try to make it shorter, so I think I will stop here. We introduce a new character, Marla, that is the new idea that she's searching for Sarian. And the next day, I think that she will sleep now, so the next day she will search for Sarian and maybe make some connections to see if we get some information about him. And also, she will continue delivering the packages and exploring the world. So thanks, I think that's all. I'm very pleased if you watch the entire thing. I know that it's a little long and maybe it's a little boring to see me playing. I'm having fun, so that's why I'm recording this, because it's an excuse for me to make some time for the game, for me, and also to share with other people. Maybe the next time I play, I will play another of my games that you can play solo. It has 2 phases of a game, one that you can play solo and one that you can play with other people. So maybe I will explain that game, like a mini tutorial. Or maybe I will continue with this, I will see. But certainly I want to continue with this game. I want to see if Marla finds Sarian. Maybe that when that goal is fulfilled, we can close this game for a time. The last thing I want to show you that I was still making some things for the game. These are some of the peculiarities that you can find for the hexes, and these are, let me see here, relic clay machinery. These are from all civilizations that left this kind of thing here. This is my first attempt of doing something with the bases that is more than only painting them or giving a base coat with a texture. And I made this with milliput. So you can look at them maybe. If not, if they're not in focus, I can upload some pictures later. So this is something that you can use in the combat grid when you are fighting. So we don't have an encounter today, that's good, but we start the searching for Sarian. So see you maybe next week, maybe in a couple of weeks more, but that's all. Thanks for watching, and we see each other the next time. Goodbye.